You're losing money leaving in the bank. I'm serious. The bank is milking you for your money. Stay tuned to this episode of Prime Properties TV. I promise you it'll be worth it. Good day, Toronto. Welcome to another episode of Prime Properties TV. I'm so glad you could join us. In today's episode, I want to shed some light on people who are saving their money and socking their hard-earned savings into a bank account, possibly a GIC, which is a guaranteed investment certificate. And they're probably making a cool 1.2% if you're lucky. Now, before I start, I hope everyone understands I'm a big believer in the fact that there are no guarantees in life. And if someone does guarantee something for you, it probably just means that there isn't much risk involved, much like a GIC. That's why your return is about 1.2%, which is quite small. But I want to adjust, what I actually want to address is the inflation principle, which will affect this. Now, inflation is basically the cost of living going up because things are getting more expensive. Remember when you could buy a chocolate bar at Mr. Big, particularly for $1 after taxes? Or sorry, $1 before taxes at 7-Eleven? Well, I'm kind of carbon dating myself, you could do math, but well, inflation happened and now Mr. Big is $1.29 plus taxes. Or you see your favorite restaurants increasing the cost of their menu by a small amount, 50 cents, $1 every year or two. That's inflation because the cost to produce what you're consuming as a person increases. Now, the WID or Worldwide Inflation Database pegged Canada in 2016 at about 2.01%. But for simplicity, let's just round it down to 2%. This means that your investment needs to make at least 2% to break even. Does everyone get that? At least 2% to break even to keep up with the cost of living. This is because the cost to buy that Mr. Big increases from $1.29 to $1.32. And the money you're leaving in the bank doesn't have as much value anymore because the stuff you want to buy keeps going up in price, but your money doesn't. This applies to buying real estate as well. Unless your money is appreciating at the same rate in real estate in the bank, probably not happening. Your money that you're socking away to buy real estate becomes less and less valuable than the real estate market. So if you're making a 1.2% in your GIC, holy smokes. That means in 2016 at 2% inflation, you lost 0.8% of your money's value. What a scam from the banks. Anyways, some of you probably sitting there saying, but Zhen, you're a realtor. You're trying to convince me to buy more real estate. Who cares about inflation? It's a measly 2%. I can afford Mr. Big at $1.32 plus taxes working at my job. Fair enough. I appreciate that. My goal is to shed some light on here and really hope you understand. But let's look at some numbers. Remember, inflation is compounded, meaning that your 2% increase is stacked on last year's 2% and it keeps adding over and over and over again. I'll use two examples here, side by side, over the course of 5 years as comparison. Our Mr. Big bar is $1.29 in 2016. I know because I bought one recently. Our house we're buying is $500,000 in 2016. Yeah, right, in Toronto you can find that. But over the course of 5 years, this is how we stack up. In 2022, our Mr. Big now costs $1.42. All right, cool, that's nothing, 13 cents increase. But what about our real estate at 2% inflation? Our $500,000 house just became $608,000. Holy, that's a lot. And that's only with 2% inflation. If we go according to the predicted appreciation rate in Toronto Real Estate Board of 10%, Mr. Big is now $2.08 a bar. Yeah, I know, I can still afford it. But now let's look at the real estate side. $805,000. What if you were holding that real estate asset over the course of 5 years? Cha-ching! Whether you're looking to invest or you've been speculating or just looking at other vehicles of investment, I honestly just hope that at the end of this episode, you'll be considering doing something with your hard-earned money other than leaving it in the bank for them to use and invest. Because it's guaranteed that if you do that, you'll likely lose money and your money will depreciate. Whatever you decide to invest in, it just makes sense at the end of the day for you so that the money is beating inflation, okay? And just remember, understand and mitigate the risk and you'll be in a lot better shape in the coming years for your financial future. If it's in real estate, great. Give me a call and we can sit down and I'll give you a free consultation and see what your best options are. Thank you guys for watching. If you learned something in this episode or simply enjoyed watching it, make sure you subscribe to Prime Properties TL down here and click on the little bell on the YouTube channel so that you know when I send out new content. If you have any questions, any comments, or are looking for a free consultation, call me. This is my number. And remember, make sure you share this with your family and friends because like I always say, an educated consumer is the best consumer. I'll see you next time, Toronto.